Hey guys, it's me Tilly, and today I'm back with another patch rundown, this time for version 2.82. But before we get into this patch, let me actually talk about the next patch already, the December one, because Nexon, as I kind of predicted it in my last video, they did officially announce Dana to be released in that update. That sadly means all of the steel that's currently given away will expire on release, but we still get to play her this year, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. I had a lot of fun playing her on the Korean server, and I will post a video previewing all of her skills and the playstyle in the near future, so you guys will know what she's about. But with that being said now, let's talk about today's update, and it's firstly, as I mentioned also in the video, the 64-bit client. They let us switch between 32 and 64, just like Korea does right now, because they themselves said the 64 is incomplete, and for some people it might bug out or just cause more issues than good. Second thing, the body type settings, they added 2 sliders, shoulder 2 and waist 2, for you to have more customization. Cool. Next thing, character balance. This is a follow-up patch on the big one we had like 3 months ago, where they did all of the mechanical changes. This time they're just petting some numbers to get characters back in line. First up, long hammer buffs, really needed still. Like sword just is the way stronger weapon. Scythe, as I also said in my last video, she didn't get enough of a compensation buff, so we are back adding some more buffs to all of her skills. I like it. Karakzestas was just giga over buffed, so going back a bit is perfectly fine. Same with Bokai, he was the most obnoxious character in the game. He still is. These numbers are not nearly high enough. Crossgun Kai, I don't know if we needed to nerf him, to be honest, but 3% is not major, so doesn't matter. Twin Sword nerf, also okay with me. She got too much of a quality of life for this to actually hurt her. Battle Shade, this one is fine. I don't know, on EU it doesn't seem necessary, but I know on other servers Lins are all over the place. So it's okay. My girl Arisha sees some mana buffs, so her full combo, instead of 90 mana, it now costs 85 mana, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but in some situations you're really only missing a few points of mana to get the last diffusion warp done before you run out of mana, so that's cool. The next one, I don't know what they're doing. Someone had to have a great day. Buffing her, she in my opinion was already the way superior Arisha weapon. If I had resources to craft a whip, I would go for it. But now they're even increasing it by 7%, the damage. I can't see Whip Arisha not being nerfed on the next patch, on the next character balance. Increase on Silas damage, also nice. Next thing, we are actually on point with our predictions of the last video. We got the Ortal Castle. Again, it wasn't really hard to predict, but a new dungeon. They don't add anything to its loot pool or anything, just like a new skin, basically. Okay, so this one is kind of big, but not really. I'm just a bit confused by it. They do play with a bunch of scroll drop rates. We already thought it to be part of the 110 update, because those patch notes were like giga messy and all over the place, but it turns out we are just getting it now. An increase to rank 7 scrolls, the only really one you want to get anyway is the righteous one, so that is okay. They themselves said after the 110 update, when those raids basically became dungeons, people were not doing anymore, thus those were very rare. I can't see this being like too significant. Like, there were still only a few 100k. The issue with those scrolls really is they're still not 100% max guarantee. Like, you can still fail those and they destroy your gear, so you would have to use a rune, which no one wants to do. Rank 7s are a fail. They do buff rank 6 as well. This one is fine in my opinion. They were not expensive in the first place, but there's already rank 5 scrolls out for most of them, so it's fine. They just allow people to gear up easier, which I like. The dead is increased, which is good. It's notoriously expensive, just like Sealed and Truth. Wish and Sans Gold is decreased. I don't know what they're doing with that one, dude. There's already E-Raid, which is Wish 2.0. I don't think they have to decrease the Wish. They should, if any, increase it, so Wish and Sans Gold gets more popular, because I don't even have a single Wish. It is too expensive for the stats it gives. Like, they could have done so Wish was a more accessible for everyone. Now Wish just stays well exclusive. I don't know. Meaningful also Head Scratcher. It is the best in slot scroll still, but it's only dropped on one boss. It was already expensive. Like, all of these changes don't make sense on our servers because Nexon doesn't really look into our data. They just check the Korean side, and according to that one, they just copy paste it for us. That's why stuff like this exists. Like, this one does not make sense, I'm sorry. They increased drop rate for weapon shards, the Militian ones, and they decrease the armor shards. They also decrease the legacy shards, aka R3. I don't know. Also, this sounds off. They're making the expensive ones even more rare and the cheap ones even cheaper. Another fail, my opinion. From here on out, however, it's mostly just miscellaneous and bug fixes. Most, like 98% of the bugs you have not noticed yourself, unless you're Tony. Shout out to you. Hi, how you doing? But I will not cover all of them. I will, however, obviously leave a link down below in the description if you have an hour worth of time to read through every single fix yourself. Be my guest, or be Nexon's guest, I guess, and just read through it. One thing that I really want to talk about is the monthly mission update, where it's no longer 100 daily missions. No one has done daily missions in the past 3 years, but it's now Red Moon dungeons, and it is one. If I recall correctly, it is one monthly mission, aka 3 Yaldri steel or 9 Damascus steel, that you get more every month by just doing what you should be doing anyway. So I really like that, to be honest. But yeah, apart from that, I can't recall anything that's like giga important. They added the description on element stones to now scale up to 120, so I guess we're in for another 2 level cap increases over the next years. Anyway, let's head over to everyone's most favorite part of this update. It's obviously the gacha. We get the new set, the Evil Maid, and as I get it, it's not all curves exclusive, right? It's also the regular one. If that's true, I don't hate it. Then it exists. You guys know me, I don't like all curves as an idea. Same as Nimhain. I hoped this day would never come, that I'd never have to see all curve Nimhains in my boats. Guess I have, starting from today. Nimhain wings, I don't like these, they're too static, but they look cool on photos, I guess, on pictures, on screenshots. The altars, I didn't know they exist actually, but they look pretty dope. This has to be like one of the best male outfits out there. I'd use it if I had a male character. And Caesar, which, this is a new one, isn't it? Interesting. I think we are missing like 2 sets actually to make this a complete gacha. But actually, all of these are, in my opinion, really high tier items. So it's actually a decent one, to be honest. Which is perfect, because the next thing we'll talk about is the Black Friday sale. It basically goes on for a month, for 4 weeks. You're able to buy 58 gachas for 50% off. So now they have the price they should usually have. Like, never buy only 58 gachas. Whenever you ask me, Tilly, should I buy gachas? The answer is no, period. But if you really want to waste your money, I usually suggest you to buy enough gachas for you to get the 450 coupons to get a guaranteed high value item. With this price change, it's actually worth just buying 58 and then leave it. Because this is actually enough bang for your buck, my opinion. If I had money to spare, I would spend it on that. Like, it's only one time and you can't gift it, by the way. So you would have to buy it for yourself, which again, it's a decent value. I don't hate you for buying it. We also finally get the Neemhain hair style. Should have probably been added like 3 years ago when the set was around for the first time, but for all of you cosplayers out there, enjoy. The body customization event. Yeah, I told you earlier how basically you can adjust shoulders and waist regions more now. They're giving away one free alteration coupon to everyone who is logged in the past 2 months, which is pretty cool. And if you already have a bunch of alteration coupons, like if you bought them, they're giving you even more. So that's pretty cool. I like that. They can't be traded, but that's obvious. November Hero Pass. Okay, the 3rd Battle Pass. I was so excited when I saw the announcement for this one, because I myself wanted one. I liked the first one, even though it was a bit expensive. But the second one was a flop. The 3rd time's the charm. This is Nexon's chance to show they learned from the 2 previous ones, because both the previous ones had distinct and different weaknesses and strengths. So let's... Okay, I could explain to you all, like I could read out every single thing that you get. I'll give you the TLDR. The way it works, obviously you do some missions per day and then you get points and you level up the battle pass up to level 21. On the free-to-play side, the best thing that you get is some steel, and one unstable enhancement rune. And these ears, which I'm usually a big fan of the cosmetics, but that's a head scratcher. For the premium one, it is 31, or let's say 32k NX, right? This is already a good price. I like the price is good. The first one, way too expensive. The second one, maybe even a bit too cheap. And I'm saying too cheap because if they go cheap on the price, they won't add good items to it. So the price already makes me happy. Now we just need to get items that are worth more than this. Because this is not a package. You don't just outright buy the items. You still have to work for them, right? So they should give you stuff that is higher value than the price you're paying. It's a battle pass, right? The big things, however, are you get VVIP for 15 days. You get actually less steel than the free one, but since you get both of them, you end up getting more, right? But technically, you don't get as much as you already get. You get a bunch of outfit dyes. Unbind potions are okay. And in the end, the premium enchantment rune is really cool. The Gubinus Plus, also pretty cool. And 2 enhancement runes. Would I buy this if I was a new player? Most likely not. Most of, like, a great portion of the value is actually on the outfit dice. You get 1 premium enchantment rune, which, I'll be honest with you, lately they're just giving out 100% scrolls left and right, and for you don't have high value scrolls really that you want to put on your gear. This one seems really to be more of a advanced players battle pass. I'm really sad how there's no cosmetics at all, like for the price. Like it is a good one. This is not one where I can immediately say it's bad. If you don't mind spending money, if you do it every now and then, I think these are decent 32k to spend. Is it a battle pass that I would suggest everyone, even though you're usually a free-to-play player, to buy? No, you can miss out on it. It's fine. The next one is our lucky sprint event. It works the way it always does. We've been having it a couple of times. You do raids. It stacks up to 5. So after 5 raids, you will get the max stats, which 5 luck, that's actually pretty cool. 500 defense and attack, also fine. I don't like this being crit resistance. Should be crit in my opinion to help players get the requirements for quick battle. It's okay. Celebrate the Ortal Castle in red event. Okay, so I'm a bit bummed about this only being departure count +1, because the dungeons are still, I don't want to say mandatory to do, but they're like really worth it to do for you. Because the materials, which is basically the only reason you're doing these dungeons, you still need those a lot. But all of them dropped in price since the level 110 update, because now you can get all of these materials in the Royal Army as well. So I would have liked to see an event where you get something in addition. Like we had the event where you could get runes. Something like this. Just doing it once more per day. I'm not too sure about it. Like, I'm a bit sad about that, but then again, the next one almost makes up for it. The raid event, it's a decent one. I can't hate on it. You complete raids 30 per week. I like weekly loadouts more than daily because I can't play every day, and the rewards are good. You get a +13 rune for level 105, aka Miletian armors. You get a Miletian weapon essence and also succession shards. The succession shards are only for armors though, so that's a bit of a bummer. Mysterious and abyssal shards, good for everyone that is in mid and end game, and also some steel. Overall, I like basically everything they're giving out on this one. Yeah. I'm sadly beyond being able to use this. There's no expire date. Hold on. Hold the phone. There's no expire date on this one, so you could actually prepare your Dana with that one. That is pretty cool. And all of the other stuff, by the way, take a look at the expire date. It expires, which is a bummer, but it actually expires after Dana releases. So you can already, like, this is not meant as a Dana preparation event, but you can also prep Dana. You know what I said is actually irrelevant because of this line. It's bound to the character. I tried. Dude, if you make this account tradable, then it would be like a Poggers event. I think this should be account tradable. Why not? All of the things, like the important things, can only be bought once per account anyway. Bit of a bummer, but anyway, that already concludes today's patch rundown. Thank you guys so much for watching. I didn't say it yet. For all of you loyal people out there watching till the end, I'll stream today for the first time in over a month, testing out the 64-bit, testing if the game is still fun to me, because I've been taking a long break. So be my guest and join me if you want to. With that being said, have a nice day, and I'll see you around. Bye.